Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. All right. So we're going to get started with this pick a card reading. And yeah, I just came up with this idea that why not choose a card and see what your higher self wants to tell you, okay? So we have three options here. As you can see, we have option number 1, which is this beautiful turquoise gem here, okay, for number 1. We got number 2, okay, which is the black gem here. All right. And we have number 3, which is this beautiful, this is one of my favorites, actually. I love this one. It's like a light blue crystal here, okay? So whatever crystal draws your attention the most, you're going to want to meditate on it and try to see which one is calling you, okay? So these three options here are the messages from your higher self, okay? And the reason why I wanted to do this reading today was because I thought today's a great day because in astrology, we have the sun conjunct Jupiter right now, okay? What does that mean? Well, the sun conjunct Jupiter means all possibilities are on the table. We just had a solar eclipse, so we're ending a cycle and we're starting a new cycle. And this is also talking about manifestation. So if you have a goal or something that you want to manifest or you need a message from your higher self, these cards will be able to provide you with the exact message that you need to hear right now, okay? So take a minute to look at the cards, see which one draws your attention the most. Is it the turquoise one, the dark gem, or the blue? The sea blue one looks very nice. I like that one. Okay. So let's get started with option number 1. This is going to be option number 1. Now, just keep in mind, I just want to let you know how this is going to work. So these are just messages, okay? These are just messages that your higher self wants to tell you right now in this moment, okay? So if you need to hear something in particular, then this is going to be for you, all right? Okay, let's get started with group number 1, option number 1. Okay, so these could be messages for higher self. This could be messages for like projects that you're doing, anything really. Okay, so just take the messages as they come in, all right? So we're going to start off with number 1. All right. I put one of my personal messages as well in there for you. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay. So we're going to get started with group number 1. Now, if you're just tuning in, you might want to rewind the video so that you could choose your option. We're going to start off with option number 1. Okay. Okay. So the first card, we're going to start from the bottom here. Okay, so the first message we have for you is heal your heart, your broken heart. Some of you are just maybe, even if you don't have a broken heart, it's talking about like guard your heart, being able to have peace within your heart, okay? That's something that's going to be really important that your higher self wants you to know right now, okay? All right, I have 3 angel cards here. Okay, 3 angel cards here, okay? The first message for you is 8 of Ariel, okay? And there's books here. So some of you could be studying. There's something that you're studying. If you're studying something right now, this is a message from your higher self that this is the right path that you should be on. You should be studying. You should be looking into things, doing research before jumping into anything, okay? Many of you are studying right now. It says, take great pride in your excellent work, okay? This could be work related as well too. Practice makes perfect. Some of you need to practice something in order to become better at it. That's what your higher self wants you to know. Consider getting additional education or training, okay? Again, many of you are going to be in school, working on something. This is something that you're really going to want to focus on, and this is what your higher self is telling you to do. So you're on the right path, okay? The next card is 7 of Ariel, and it says, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor, okay? And the last angel message for you is 2 of Michael, and it says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise, okay? So some of you are going to have to make a decision when it comes to something in your life. That's what your higher self is telling you, all right? Okay, so that is the angel messages for you. Let's move on to your love message. When it comes to manifesting love, what does your higher self want you to know? It says choose love. Choose love. And the message here for you is you always have choice. Make yours with love. Okay? This is also about healing your heart as well too, and just giving love and being happy so that you can heal yourself. All right. Now, I have really important Egyptian cards here that I chose for you. The Egyptian cards are going to guide you on what you can expect for 2020. These are just important messages that these are things that you can maybe expect in 2020, or they could be things that you're working towards in 2020. And this is also talking about what you can manifest. Okay, so this is about manifestation, these Egyptian cards that I have here. What's the first one that we have for you? Ending. Okay, so something's ending for you. All right, if you chose group number 1, something's ending. And this ending that's taking place is actually something that's really good for you, okay? And the reason why this ending is happening is because there's going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. So the higher self right now, your higher self is telling you that if you end whatever it is that you want to end, it's a good thing that you're ending it, because this ending is going to open up new doors. It's going to open up new experiences for you in your life that it's going to change your life. Okay. So don't be afraid of endings. Don't be afraid of, if you think, oh my God, if this ends, like my life is over, something's, something bad's going to happen if this ends. No. This ending is a good thing. It's a good thing that it's ending because something better is coming in. Okay. 20 talks about you and the world, okay? You and the world, you connected to the world. So even if there's an ending going on in your life, don't be afraid of this ending. It's a good thing that this is ending, okay? It could be pain that's ending, failure that's ending, poverty that's ending. Something's ending for something better to come in, okay? So that's something you're going to be doing in 2020. What else are you going to be doing in 2020? Health. Okay, you're going to be focusing on your health in 2020 because your health is what is going to allow you to move forward into this new beginning that you're going to have. Your health is so important. That's what your higher self's trying to tell you. So eating healthy, eating more greens, just being overall more. Hi, everyone. We're back. Ooh, hold on one second. What is going on here? Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right. So for some odd reason, we got everything dropped again, but we're back. Somebody doesn't want me to do this, but we're going to still do it anyways. Okay. All right. So let's get back to group number 1. So health is going to be really important for you. Okay. And health, it's talking about, eating more greens, being more healthy, being most importantly, like not only what you put in your body, but the people you're spending time with. Okay. Your health, going to the gym, eating healthy, your mental health. Your mental health is something you're also going to be focusing on as well too in 2020. So anything to do with your health is super, super important for you to be happy, to move forward, to end. Even this ending could be, saying, listen, if you're ending something and it's a lot for you, focus on your health. Okay, so you're going to be focusing on your health. And see, also, I forgot to mention, number 1 is taking care of yourself too. Number 1 is about the self. Okay, Aries, that's Aries. Number 1 is the first sign of zodiac is Aries, and it's the Fool as well in tarot. So you're going to be working on yourself and working on your health, and this is what your higher self is asking you to focus on. What else are you going to be focusing on in 2020? Ideas. Many of you have ideas, okay? You're creating something, or you'd like to create something, or you've wanted to create something, or you have a person that you may be working with to create something as well too. Your higher self is saying, focus on these ideas so that you can manifest these ideas into reality, okay? These ideas start from your mind. Now, 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is the house of Gemini, okay? This is the house of Gemini, and Gemini focuses on communication. So there could be ideas coming in for you in 2020 that focuses you on being able to manifest more of what you want in your life. So it's super important that whatever these ideas are, that you actually use them to manifest, especially right now, because with the solar eclipse happening in Capricorn, it's all about business. It's all about foundations. It's all about career. It's all about anything that you've wanted to create inside of your life, these ideas are really going to push you forward to get you what you want in life, okay? So your ideas should be something that you should be working on in 2020. Don't just think about them, actually make them happen, okay? What else? Imagination, okay? So your imagination is all about dreaming. Like, you know how a child has an imagination? Child is like, there's no boundaries, is what the higher self's telling you right now, okay? 2 plus 3 is 5, which is the house of Leo. This is talking about being childlike, being innocent, not feeling like you have boundaries when it comes to your imagination, because your imagination is what's going to give you that drive to create the ideas, to create them into reality. And remember, your imagination plays a very important role when it comes to creation, because if you don't think of something first, how can you put it into the physical realm? The only way you can put something into the physical realm is if you think about it first, okay? Anything that was created was thought of in the mind first and then manifested. So if you have an idea that you want to create, or you have something that you want to pursue and it requires you to think, higher self is saying use your imagination to make that happen, okay? So that is what you're going to be doing in 2020, or what you should be doing. And your higher self is sending you important messages, which is empowerment, okay? Empowerment. You're going to be stepping into the realm of expansion in 2020, okay? So you see how this figure here, she is looking into the distance, and she's looking very far into the distance. Now, when we look at the numbers here, we see 4 and 5, okay? 4 plus 5 is 9, which is the sign of Sagittarius. And this is the sign of expansion, okay? It's actually talking about, look at the sun right here. And remember how I said at the beginning that right now we're having a conjunction? I don't know if you're familiar with astrology, but there's a conjunction that's happening right now in Capricorn, which is the sun conjunct Jupiter. And when you're done watching this, you might want to take a look at that conjunction to understand how you can utilize that energy. And the conjunction that's taking place right now is talking about anything, any ideas or anything that you want to do in your life. You can do it right now, and there's a lot of expansion. So this is the time where you can make anything happen right now, okay? So it's telling you that you have empowerment. The higher self and your angels are giving you the message that you have empowerment. We are giving you empowerment so that you can expand your ideas and look into the future with confidence. This is someone who's looking into the future with confidence. Empowerment is about confidence. It's about moving forward, even though maybe you feel kind of stuck, or you feel like, you're not sure. This photo kind of shows me, this card kind of shows me a person who's confident, but is a little like, I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit worried about what's going to happen. But you don't have to be worried, okay? Because you see how it's very dark over here, and then the sun shines and everything's clear here. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. So your higher self is telling you that you have empowerment. They're giving you empowerment to start expanding. Okay, 4 plus 5 is Sagittarius, which is expansion. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and it's the biggest planet. And when it's conjunct the sun, the sun is right here, okay? When it's conjunct the sun, it's saying anything is possible right now. Any ideas you have, anything is possible right now. So use this energy to manifest what you want through empowerment, okay? And the last card we have for group number 1 is open your heart, okay? Open your heart chakra. So this is, again, talking about a lot of healing. If you pick number 1, you're going to be healing a lot in 2020. Also, I highly recommend that you start doing work on your heart chakra, which is like, listening to meditative music, relaxing. Meditating is very important, okay? Spending time with animals might be something that is very interesting to you as well, too. And at the back here, we have like some very interesting, it looks like kind of like a full moon or a planet, something like that. But again, you got 10 here, okay? So 10 equals 1, which is, again, a new beginning. So many of you are going to be starting a new beginning. So it's so important that you open your heart, okay? Especially if you're wanting to meet somebody new or you're wanting to pursue something new. This year is going to be about healing yourself and starting something new and fresh, okay? So that is for group number 1. Thank you, higher self, for those wonderful messages that are going to help us move forward in 2020 into the positiveness, positive light, okay? Okay, so let's focus on group number 2. This is group number 2 with this gem, the beautiful dark gem. Okay, the dark gem is very mysterious, very mysterious. I like this one. Okay, great. Let's get started. So if you pick group number 2, let's see what your universal message is for 2020. Could be for 2020. It could be for any time. This is a timeless reading, right? So anytime you see this video is when you're supposed to be watching it. Be patient. There's something going on in your life right now that requires you to be patient, okay? If you're pushing through to do something and it's not working or you feel stuck, just let it go and be patient and allow the energy to manifest and come in to guide you, okay? Sometimes things happen in divine timing. That's what your higher self's trying to tell you. Don't always feel like you have to have control, because when you let go, that's when things really start to happen for you, okay? So the message is be patient, be patient. Okay, let's see what your angels want to tell you right now. Okay, 7 of Michael. The message here is, some of you are going to school. I see a lot of like backpacks and books and learning. That's great. Okay. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details, okay? So some of you may be thinking about something to do with work, okay? And what your angel is saying here is maybe there's somebody around that can help you. There could also be a decision that you have to make. Look at these 2 paths here. So you could be at the crossroads right now wanting to make a decision when it comes to your personal life, and you may kind of feel a little bit stuck about making this decision, but you are getting a message here. So review all the details before making this decision, whatever this decision is, because look, there's 2 paths. And what I've noticed too in this card is like one path is a lot lighter than the other, okay? So really think before you make a decision here, okay? Before you make the decision. It says working alone may not be the best answer. There's a better course of action, okay? So just think, again, this goes back to being patient, right? Because you don't want to make the wrong decision when it comes to the path that you want to take. That's what I'm seeing here for many of you, okay, who are needing to make a decision right now, okay? So just keep that in mind. That's what your angel is trying to tell you. 8 of Michael. So you got 7 and you got 8, which is interesting. It means that you're moving forward. 7 to the 8 means that you're moving forward in something. Some of you are getting free, okay? The gate is opening. The doors are opening for you. Okay, it says you can be free. Make a courageous choice. Wow, we were just talking about a decision, right? Interesting. Okay, so it says make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly, okay? So there's something that you need to take your time before you make a decision, okay? This is screaming to me about decisions, but I feel like you're going to make the right decision here, okay? Because now you're watching this reading and there is angel, Michael is watching over you, okay? So, it's very evident that there's an angel around you, watching you and protecting you when it comes to making this decision. Whatever this decision is, you will be making one. And you got the 2. So again, 2 is talking about 2 different options. And it says 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Okay, this could be a person in your life that you may want to give up on, or you may not be sure about this person. But I'm seeing here there's a connection, okay? So this could be you connecting to somebody that you really love, somebody who's thinking about you. If you're separated from somebody right now, I feel like you and this person have a deep connection and a deep bond, because even though these 2 people aren't touching one another, there's like this light in between them, okay? Some of you could also be around a beach as well too. So there is some sort of decision that you're going to have to make, and the decision that you're going to have to make is we're going to require you to be patient. Okay, so don't rush to make decisions. That's what your angels are trying to tell you. Okay, what is your love message? Your love message is be supportive. Be supportive. Okay, it says make genuine effort to show you care. All right. This could be caring for anybody in your life. This also helps you to be more happy when you're supportive. And just remember, when you're supportive to other people, they'll be supportive back to you. Okay. It all works in tandem. Okay. So let's see what you're going to be doing in 2020. Now, if you're just tuning in, these are my Egyptian Oracle cards, and the Egyptian Oracle cards give you some insight in what you can expect to be doing and working on in 2020. All right. Let's see what your first message is. Achievement. Wow. You're going to be achieving something very big in 2020. Okay. And again, 1 + 8 = 9, which is expansion. This is about, moving forward, expanding yourself, creating some sort of abundance in your life and looking forward into the future. All right. This is also talking about joint efforts. So the 8 represents infinity, as we know, and it also represents joint efforts in astrology. So you could be working with somebody to achieve something very, very big, okay, in 2020. Now, the achievement requires you to make the effort as well, too, because the 1 in front of the 8 is self, right? The number 1 is self. So you may have to make the effort or start something in order to create this abundance within your life instead of waiting for somebody else to do it. Now, what the great thing about the 18 is that once you start something, people are going to follow. People are going to see what you're doing. They're going to be curious about what you're doing, and they're going to want to follow along into your achievements and what you're doing. Okay, so the achievement is something that's very big that you have the potential to use to create something huge in your life. Okay, huge. Achievement is a huge, huge thing. And this is a new cycle, 2020. Huge achievement is coming in for you. Okay. Okay. Next message you'll be doing. Oh, optimism. Higher self wants you to know that you should be optimistic. Okay. Looking forward to achievement requires you to be optimistic, right? Pessimism, I know it comes in sometimes, negative thoughts come in, but it's important to be optimistic. And this is going to start with you, okay? The 10 = 1, right? So this is talking about you being optimistic. And notice how this bird is here by itself. By itself. Okay. So this is you. Everything is dependent on you and how you pursue things and how you go about doing things in your life. Right. So I feel like 2020 is going to have a lot to do with, you and how you pursue things and how you go along with doing things. Okay. So this is also talking about new beginnings. Okay. Being optimistic about new beginnings. Okay. The third message from higher self is money and possessions. Many of you are going to be focusing on money and possessions as well too in 2020. This could be talking about security, talking about a home. Number 4 to me in astrology talks about home. Okay, so you could be focusing on maybe purchasing a home as well in 2020. It could also deal with just dealing with things in the home. Money and possessions focuses, it's not only about getting money and possessions. It's also about the energy that you give out, right? Because in order to attract possessions and money, it's all about energy. It's all about what you're giving to other people, how you're giving to other people. What is it that you're offering to other people? So going back, sorry, YouTube is not functioning today for some reason. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, we're back live. All right, so money and possessions are about the energy that you give out to other people. Okay, so it's not just, I'm going to focus on money. I'm going to focus on paper. Yes, okay, money is important, but it's how you acquire the money. What is it that you're giving to other people? What are you doing to acquire this money and possession? So this is what your focus is going to be, and not just getting money and possessions, but what am I doing? What am I giving to other people? How am I enriching people's lives? Am I enriching people's lives in a positive way? Am I doing it in a way that is safe for other people? Am I helping other people, or am I just thinking about getting money? It's about what you're giving to get this energy, because money is energy, right? That's all it is. So this is what your higher self wants you to focus on in 2020. And it also says plans, making plans. Okay. 1 + 9 is 10, so this goes back to self again. This is you making plans within yourself to create something new and interesting that is going to happen in your life. Okay, so again, this is very similar to group number 1, because plans talk about creating a vision, right? So a vision starts with a notepad and a paper. Vision starts with, plans start with vision in your mind. Plans start with meditation. Plans start with seeing into the future, okay? So this is you actually making plans, and that requires getting a paper and pen out. It's as simple as that. Just doing that is going to lead you into the right direction. And especially when it comes to money and possessions, you're going to have to make a plan, right? So this is what your higher self is telling you to focus on, okay? So this is what you're going to be doing in 2020, okay? And your last important messages from your higher self is gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation is going to give you more abundance into your life. It's going to help you to manifest more into your life. Going to help you open your heart chakra, open up all your chakras, in fact. And also, gratitude and appreciation allows you to have more. So it's important that you focus on that kind of energy, hold that energy within yourself to create more in your life. And the last card we have for you for group number 2 is Bountiful Harvest. So you have the world in your hands. You have the ability to manifest anything that you want. You have a lot of energy that's coming in for you. Now, I just want to focus these two on the on the numbers here. Okay, so we have number 46, which is 10. Again, that's dealing with self. So again, this gratitude has to come from you. And the bountiful harvest is 2 plus 8. So 8, 9, 10. This is self again. You're being guided to focus on what you can provide and bring into the world with this card, bountiful harvest. Many of you are creators. If you pick number 2, you're a creator. You could be an entrepreneur as well too. Okay. And the bountiful harvest is saying continue to create whatever you're creating into this world. It could even be dealing with environmental issues as well too. I shouldn't say environmental issues. I should say environmental solutions. Okay. So you could be finding environmental solutions for the world. Okay, bountiful harvest is talking about you creating your own harvest within your own hands. You notice how this energy here is holding the earth in its hands. And I think this is a dove. So you are flying past the ability to manifest anything that you want. Like you're spreading your wings here. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you in 2020 coming from your higher self. I hope you got messages from that for group number 2. Okay, we're going to move on to group number 3. Group number 3 is this beautiful, like, it looks like an ocean. This one was really connected to this one because when I went to the crystal shop, the lady in the store, she told me like, this is for people who really want to like soar. They want to change their life. I was really drawn to this one. I really liked this one. I like all the crystals. I treat them equally, but this one I was really attracted to for some reason. I don't know. It's just really beautiful. Take a look at that, eh? It's very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. So let's start off with your universal message for group number 3. And it says, focus on the future. Okay, I'll do that. Focus on the future. Focus on the future, okay? Forget about the past. Whatever happened in the past, 2019 is an old cycle. We're moving into a new decade. Your higher self wants you to know that you need to focus on the future because the future has so much in store for you. Like, you don't even know. The future has so much in store for you. And to open yourself up to the future is so important, especially in this time, because there's major shifts happening every single day, okay? This is why many people right now, they're feeling kind of like not themselves, okay? If you notice, even a lot of people on YouTube, they're feeling like they don't know what's going on. They're like, I don't know what's going on. I feel this certain way. And it's like, you have to start focusing on the future. This is what's going to pull you into your new reality. There's a new reality taking place for those of you who chose number 3, okay? All right, let's see what your angels want to tell you, your important messages from your angels. Ooh, magician. That's a new beginning that's happening. This is talking about self, number 1. So many of the groups were talking about self. Like, you're the one that's manifesting. Nobody can control you, okay? This is another thing from your higher self. I'm getting this download. Nobody controls you. You control yourself. And you're able to achieve anything you want in your life because you are the magician, okay? You are the magician. This is what this card is telling you. You also have an angel that's behind you helping you manifest these things into your life. So whenever you feel like you're alone, you're not alone, okay? Because many of you could feel like you're alone with the number 1, with the magician. The magician is alone, but the magician manifests. He or she, doesn't matter, he, she, whatever, you're manifesting what you want, okay? And the message from your angel is you can manifest the life you want. Not what you want, but the life you want, okay? What you need will magically appear. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So this is talking about focusing on the future. This is why you got the focus on the future card, because there's a new beginning happening for you. Okay. So trust this new cycle that's coming in. Number 1 is talking about a new cycle and taking the time to manifest that and know your power, because many of you don't know your power. Okay, so you do have power. As a magician, you do have power, and there's a new cycle coming in for you. That's what your angel's trying to tell you. Second message here is 3 of Ariel, okay? Many of you are creators. I keep seeing creation, like this person is in a workshop here, okay? And it says, do what you love. Do what you love. Some of you create like beading, create like Etsy stuff. If you're doing that, that's the right thing. You should be doing that. It says, do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career and artistic endeavors, painting, writing, art. Anything could be art, actually. Okay, so whatever it is, focus on your passion. And it says, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Now, the 3 is about cooperation, especially the 3 of Pentacles and Tarot. So you could be working with others to create something that's bigger than yourself, all right? Lots of creation here. This is what your angels are guiding you towards and telling you this is what you need to be doing. Whatever you're passionate about, focus on that, because that can bring a lot of reward for you. Okay, Queen of Raphael, it says kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Some of you are very, very psychic, okay? You could be in doing tarot readings. You could be giving advice to other people. It says follow your heart. And it's interesting that we got the green here, because the green is like the green, the heart chakra, which is green. And it says a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Okay, so this is you receiving psychic information from your higher self and your angels. And you could be able to download messages. You could feel like you download messages. Trust those messages. If those messages are coming in, trust those messages, because there's important information in those messages. Okay. And I see you being very happy as well, too, in 2020. Be very happy. And again, here's a book. Lots of studying for many of us in 2020, okay? All right, so let's see what your love message is, how you can manifest more love into your life. It says, I love you. Somebody loves you. And it says these are powerful words, okay? So 2 is talking about a union. Now, if you aren't in a relationship with somebody, or, this could be like love towards anybody. It could be love towards your pets, love towards your family, love towards, a person that you're dating, a person that you're seeing, even a person who's not here anymore, like in the spiritual realm as well, too. This really screams to me spiritual realm because of the stars. There's lots of stars. So this is like you looking up, and this person could also be telling you, I love you. So there's somebody out there that's telling you that they love you, even if they're not here, even if they're not with you in this moment. Somebody really, really loves you. Okay. So that's an important message for you. Somebody needs to hear that. All right, so let's move on to the Egyptian oracle cards. I love these Egyptian oracle cards. I've had them for many, many years. They've guided me in so many different ways, and I thought I would add them into the reading. These Egyptian cards are going to tell you, give you some insight on some of the things that you should be focusing on in 2020 and what you could also be looking forward to. So let's start with the first card. The first card we have is patience, okay? I think group number 1 got patience as well, too. So this is talking about having patience with yourself. The 1 + 9 is 1. It equals into number 1. Okay. which is 10. So we take away the 0 and it leaves us with 1. So this is talking about, again, being patient with yourself. Okay. So if you're starting something new or you're doing something new, just have patience. I see many of you are planting seeds. I don't know why I get like planting seeds from this card. Have patience with whatever you're doing. Don't rush into something. Take your time. All right. That's something you're going to be doing in 2020. Taking your time, evaluating things as well too. Scales. The scales talk about balance, okay? Balance in relationships, balance within your mind, balance within your job, balance within your home. A lot of things within your life will need balance, okay? Need structure as well too. And the scales represents the sign of Libra. The sign of Libra talks about justice. It talks about scales. It talks about legality as well too. If you're in like the legal field, this could be something that you're also working on as well too. So scales is the ability to have balance within one's life, okay? In all areas, within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, all of these things are going to be playing a role in you having patience and also manifesting what you want as the magician. Beginning. There's a new beginning happening, and not only for you, but for many people. You in particular will be starting a new beginning, okay? This is what the message is from your higher self, that don't be afraid to start this new beginning. And also the 1, we're getting a lot of like 9s, 1s, and 2s in the readings, okay? Which is self, partnerships, and expansion. So the 8 plus 1, again, that's infinity. 8 talks about infinity. You could create a lot of infinity. Starting in 2020 is like, 2020 is the year of infinity. It's like, not the year of infinity. It's like it's the starting point of infinity is what I'm trying to say. So whatever you start now will be something that you do for many years is what this card is saying. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of starting something new and fresh. Okay. So infinity, number 8 talks about infinity, and the 1 is self. So you are the one that's going to be initiating this new beginning, okay? And this new beginning, whatever you start now, is going to lead into something that's long-term. So be very careful what you start now, okay? If it's a new relationship, if it's a business, if it's a new job, if it's a course at school, whatever you're starting now, just remember that this is something that you're going to have to dedicate yourself to, okay? This is going to require dedication in 2020. And the last message for 2020 for you is study. Study, 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 because studying is going to help you with beginning, the new beginning. You could be in school. You could be starting a new course in school. Starting something that deals with learning and educating yourself and being on top of things, because now we're going into a new decade, right? And as we enter this new decade, it's going to be about being informed about things that many people don't talk about. Okay, we have 15 here. 15 equals 6, which is service. Many of you are studying something so that you can go and be of service to other people. So this is definitely a message for you that in 2020, it is definitely the right thing to study, and to also study so that you can focus on being service, like of service to other people, helping other people, guiding other people. This is the card of guiding other people. But in order for you to be a guide and be a teacher to other people, you have to study yourself, right? You have to be on top of your game in order to be able to help other people. And that's what this card is telling us, okay? All right, let's move forward to your 2 other messages from your higher self. It says, make a decision. Make a decision about something that is very important to you in your life, okay? You're going to be making a decision. I feel like this could happen around the solar eclipse. Maybe you have made a decision, or it could happen around the lunar eclipse because we have the moon here. Many of you are, sidestepping. You're like, you want to do one thing, you want to do another thing. You're going to have to make an important decision. That's what your higher self's telling you. It could also be a decision about a relationship too, because we have 11 down here, which equals 2. And 2 is all about partnerships, and it's all about finance, and it's all about your possessions as well too. So you could be making a decision about your finances, maybe a relationship. Could also be a decision about a pet, because we have lots of pets here in the background. All right. A decision also about career, maybe something that you are wanting to do as well too. Okay. So instead of being on the fence, because if this energy looks like the person's on the fence, you're going to want to make a solid decision so that you can move forward and have what? Expansion. So by making this decision, you're going to be focusing on expansion. Notice how you have the hot air balloons here, you have the rainbows, and this person is looking to the future, okay? Notice the flowers too, how they're opening up and how there's abundance. There's like a city coming out. Notice the city. Do you see the city? It's like a building that's coming out of the flower. That's so beautiful. Some of you could be expanding your family as well too, because we have two hands here. Okay, spending time, again, I notice relationship in this card, so this could be dealing with an expansion of your family. This is also talking about 12, which equals 3, which is talking about communication. So communication is going to play a huge role when it comes to expanding your horizons and expanding yourself into the person that you want to be, okay? Expansion also talks about setting yourself free as well too, not feeling stuck, especially if you're trying to make a decision and you're like, I don't know what decision I should make. I'm not sure. But once you make that decision, it's going to allow you to expand yourself. That's what your higher self is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so that is the messages for you. Thank you so much for tuning in to this pick a card with me. If you like this and you want something more like this, let me know. I will do more pick a card readings. I'm also coming out with the January 2020 readings. Now, I did do the January 2020 readings a little bit different. I created them where I do a personal reading in the readings, and I also do a singles reading. I do love messages, and then I do a small little review of what you can expect that month. So the readings are going to be a little bit different this month. So don't get upset at me if you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, but it's going to be definitely different, okay, so that I can give you more information and I can reach more of you, because I don't want to just be focusing on one thing. I want to be reaching as many people as I can, okay? So thank you so much for tuning into this with me. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, I just recently changed my website domain, so some of you could have tried to be getting to my website and couldn't get to it. I will link not only the timestamps below in the description, but I will also link the website, the domain website to get to my website. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, any services like astrology, if you want your astrology reading done, if you want your human design done, if you are looking for a twin flame reading, tarot reading, whatever it is, everything will be down in the description box. I also want to mention, if you haven't heard, I am coming out with a new channel. I'm probably going to be coming out with a channel to do with astrology and the aspects and everything that's happening. So if you're interested in that, I will be letting you all know about that. And I have a couple of other surprises that are coming out. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but I will definitely keep all of you posted. Thank you so much for tuning into this. And I'm sending you all love and light to your new beginning in 2020. Okay, I will see you all later. Ciao.